Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to crochet this beautiful square motif. It's very easy to make and this looks so beautiful. And I also gonna show you how to join as you go. For today's tutorial, I am using this Fiber Natural Cotton Wool 100% organic cotton number 3 lightweight DK yarn. But you can use any yarn you prefer. Just wanna share. Then I use 4mm crochet hook. Let's get started. We will start right here and work in the round. First, make slip knot. Use any method you prefer to make slip knot. Insert the hook into the loop, then chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slip stitch into the first chain that you made to form a circle. I insert my hook there. Yarn over, pull up a loop and pull through. Oops, okay. Now I have a circle. Then we chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 3 chains count as 1 double crochet and the fourth chain there count as 1 chain space. Then I'm gonna make 1 double crochet into the same circle space. I yarn over my hook, insert the hook into that circle. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Chain 1, 1 double crochet into the same circle space. Repeat, chain 1, 1 double crochet into the same circle space. Repeat, chain 1, 1 double crochet into the same circle space. Okay, keep repeating this until you have 12 double crochet stitches total. So far I have 6. Okay, now I have 12 stitches, includes the first 3 chain. Okay, like I said, the first 3 chain count as 1 double crochet. So after the last double crochet, you're gonna chain 1, then make slip stitch into the 3rd chain. Insert the hook into that 3rd chain. Yarn over hook, pull up a loop and pull through. Round 1 is complete. I have 12 stitches and 12 chain 1 spaces around. For round 2, I'm gonna make a slip stitch into this chain 1 space right here. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop and pull through. Then I'm gonna make a beginning cluster stitch into this chain space. So we start with chain 3. And then yarn over hook, insert the hook into that space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over hook, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over hook, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. I have 4 loops on my hook. I'm gonna yarn over and pull through all the loops on the hook and then chain 1 to complete the beginning cluster stitch. The chain 1 there doesn't count as chain 1 space, it's the part of the beginning cluster stitch. Now we're gonna chain 2. Into the next chain 1 space, I'm gonna make a cluster stitch. So we yarn over hook, insert the hook into that chain 1 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We're gonna do that total of 4 times into the same space. This is my first time, so 3 more to go. Yarn over, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over hook, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over hook, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, now 4 times and I have 5 loops on my hook. Then I'm gonna yarn over my hook and pull through all the loops on the hook. But before that, I want to share a little tips with you. So when you're gonna pull through all the loops on the hook, if you turn the tip of your hook down a little bit, that gonna be easier for you to pull through all the loops on the hook. easier for me anyway, so I just want to share. So yeah, I turn the tip of my hook down a little bit, then pull through all the loops on the hook, and then chain 1 to complete the cluster stitch. Again, the chain 1 is the part of the cluster stitch, doesn't count as chain 1 space. Next, we chain 2. Then we're gonna keep repeating this around. I'm gonna make cluster stitch into the next chain 1 space. Do the same. Okay, we do that 4 times. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I have 5 loops on my hook. I yarn over my hook, pull through all the loops on the hook, then chain 1 to complete the cluster stitch. Then we chain 2, cluster stitch into the next chain 1 space, okay, yarn over and pull through all the loops on the hook, then chain 1 to complete. Alright, I'm gonna keep repeating this around, so I chain 2 and then cluster stitch into the next chain 1 space. Next, you're gonna chain 2, cluster stitch into the next chain 1 space, and then repeat chain 2, cluster stitch into the next chain 1 space. Repeating that around, and I will show you how to end the round. After I make the last cluster stitch, I'm gonna chain 2. Then I'm gonna end the round with slip stitch into the top of that beginning cluster stitch. Right here. I insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Round 2 is complete and I have 12 cluster stitches around. Round 3, I'm gonna make a slip stitch into the chain 2 space. I insert my hook there, yarn over hook, pull up a loop, and pull through. Then I'm gonna start the round with a beginning cluster stitch into that space. So I chain 3, yarn over hook, insert the hook into that same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over hook, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over hook, insert the hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. I have 4 loops on my hook. I yarn over and pull through all the loops on the hook, then chain 1 to complete the cluster stitch. Then we're gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then into the next chain space, I'm gonna make a cluster stitch. Do the same. Then chain 4, cluster stitch into the next chain space, okay, I'm gonna keep repeating this around. I'm gonna chain 4, cluster stitch into the next chain space, alright, next you're gonna chain 4, make cluster stitch into the next chain space, and repeat chain 4, cluster stitch into the next chain space, repeating that around, and I will show you how to end the round. After I make the last cluster stitch, I'm gonna end the round with chain 2. Then I'm gonna make 1 double crochet into the top of the beginning cluster stitch. Right here. I do this because I want to bring the stitch into the middle of the chain space. The double crochet there doesn't count as double crochet stitch, it's the part of the chain space. Before we start next round, which is round 4, I'm gonna place the stitch marker into that double crochet stitch. Just so you can see when it's come to the end of next round. Here's what it looks like at the end of round 3. Now, round 4. Make 5 double crochet, chain 7 and 5 more double crochet into this chain 4 space. So start with 5 double crochet first. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then make 5 more double crochet into the same space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then make 1 single crochet into this chain space. Okay, here's what it looks like so far. The next, chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 single crochet into the next chain space. Into the next chain space, make 5 double crochet, chain 7 and 5 double crochet, all into the next space. Here's 1 double crochet, here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we chain 7, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then 5 more double crochet into the same space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 single crochet into the next chain space. And we're gonna repeat this around. We chain 7. 1 single crochet into the next chain space. Then into the next chain space, make 5 double crochet, chain 7 and 5 double crochet. And then make 1 single crochet into the next chain space, chain 7, 1 single crochet into the next chain space. Into the next chain space, make 5 double crochet, chain 7 and 5 double crochet. One single crochet into the next chain space, chain 7, and then make slip stitch into that double crochet stitch where I place my stitch marker. That's why I place my stitch marker, so that easy for you to see. So I remove my stitch marker, then insert the hook into that stitch. Yarn over hook, pull up a loop and pull it through. Then chain 1 just to lock the yarn. Then cut the yarn. Leave a little bit of tail, just enough to weaving the end later. Pull the yarn out. And that's it for this square motif. It's pretty easy, right? And it's look very beautiful. Next, I'm gonna show you how to join as you go. So you're gonna make 3 rounds, exactly the same, okay? And we're gonna join as we go in the last round. So after you have 3 rounds, come back and I will show you how to join them. Okay, now I'm at round 3 of my motif. And for round 4, the final round, we're gonna join right here, and right here. First, we're gonna make 5 double crochet into this chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Bring the completed square up and then place wrong side facing each other like this. After I chain 3, I'm gonna insert my hook into this chain 7 space at the corner here. I insert my hook there. I yarn over hook, pull up a loop and pull it through, just like a slip stitch. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then make 5 double crochet into the same space that we made the 5 double crochet here. Oops. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make single crochet into the next chain space. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then go to this completed square. Into this chain 7 space, insert the hook there. Yarn over hook, pull up a loop and pull it through like a slip stitch. Again, wrong side facing each other. Then we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Come back to this square, then make 1 single crochet into the next chain space right here. Here's what it looks like so far. Make 5 double crochet into the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then go to this completed square. Then insert the hook into this chain 7 space. Yarn over hook, pull up a loop and pull it through like a slip stitch. Then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Come back to the square and then make 5 double crochet into the same space that we made these 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet into the next space. Okay. Here's what it looks like so far. We just joined right here at the corner, joined right here and joined right here. Beautiful. Then you're gonna continue crochet the rest of the pattern. And if you have another square that you want to connect, you're just gonna connect exactly the same right here. But for me, I'm just gonna continue repeat the same pattern around the final round. So I'm gonna chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, 7, 1 single crochet into the next space. Into the next space, I'm gonna make 5 double crochet, chain 7 and 5 double crochet, because I'm not going to connect my square to the other square. I'm just gonna finish as normal. Oops, okay. One single crochet into the next space, chain 7, 1 single crochet into the next space. Into the next space, I'm gonna make 5 double crochet, chain 7 and 5 double crochet. One single crochet into the next space, chain 7, slip stitch into this double crochet stitch that I marked. Insert the hook there, yarn over hook, pull up a loop and pull it through, chain 1 just to lock the yarn, cut the yarn, pull the yarn out. And this is how you join as you go. If you crochet the next motif, you can join right here, right this corner, this chain space and this corner, and then keep going. Then if you want to join right here, you're just gonna I'm gonna borrow this. You're just gonna join right here, and right here. Okay, then let's pretend this is the next one. You're just gonna join right here, here, and here. And then right here, here, and here. And keep going. This is the same join technique that I use for this flower motif. I use the same technique. If you haven't seen this tutorial, well, I have 2 tutorials. One is to crochet the flower motif, and another one is how to join as you go. I have separate tutorial for this one. I'm gonna put both of the tutorial links in the description below if you wanna check it out. And yeah, the same technique. Alright, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next video. Bye bye.